Greetings, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Retro Forward, and I'm taking it easy today, sitting on the couch. Just wanted to talk to you about 5 games on the NES that have just great artwork. All of these are boxed, and I feel like I'm going to probably do more of these because it lets me show off some pretty weird and obscure games, and it can be for any system. I just started with the NES because I love the NES. It's my favorite system. Sorry if I'm losing my voice. I've been talking all day today. Yeah. Anyway, 5 games. These are all complete in box. Sometimes I'm just going to show labels because I don't have a ton of boxed NES games. And I do want to show off more because that system has so much great artwork for it. Starting off, I'm going to show you the game that was posted in the thumbnail or the cover of this, I don't know what the fuck you call it, this video. And that's Flying Dragon. This here, now I'm not going to talk about the game so much. It's just the artwork, because some of the best part about retro collecting is the artwork, especially when you get into like those really old systems, like, you know, the Atari 2600 or the Intellivision or ColecoVision. They had to sell you on the artwork. It was a little bit like that for the NES, but for the most part, there was a lot of good NES artwork that really did represent the game, especially the black box titles. But I mean, I guess they're not that exciting as compared to Flying Motherfucking Dragon. Like, look at this. All right, like, this guy is the badass of a ninja, and there's a giant dragon coming down. I have to look at this again in person. Like, it always makes me just stop and wonder. I mean, the artwork for this is so amazing. I'll show you the back of the box. That way you can get an idea of the graphics there. So, obviously, you know, not a good representation of what the actual game is, but it is badass, and the game is actually pretty fun. So definitely check it out if you can find a copy of it. Totally worth having. Next one on my list is probably one that a lot of people have in their collection, whether that be loose cartridge or not, but is a game that I love. I played it a lot as a kid, and I think it gets a little bit more hate nowadays than it actually should. But it is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES, the original TMNT, rocking that old school graphic art style for the video game. And obviously, here's the back here. Not bad. I like this game. Some people hate it. I think they're wrong. I mean, it's not the perfect representation of what the show was, but it is one fun game. Totally worth your money. Totally worth owning. And I saw this box. The box isn't in the best shape. The bottom flap's kind of screwed up on it, but otherwise, I'm happy to have this in my collection. All right, next up is probably another one that most people own on the NES because it's not a super rare title. But the cover art always makes me laugh every time I see it. It is the best. And if you're going to be rocking in the 80s and being all badass and medieval, who else would you have on your cover other than Fabio? Yes, this is Iron Sword Wizard and Warrior 2. Fabio rocking that fabulous hair, a giant-ass sword, and, you know, flames and mountains in the background. This is about as epic as it gets. There we go. And then the back. The back, actually, they did use some pretty good screen shots. The font I'm not a big fan of on it, but, you know, it's doable. Just kind of boring. But game that's actually pretty fun. Don't let this this cover art fool you if you're not a fan of Fabio, which I know many people aren't. It's just funny. But yeah, don't let this fool you because this is actually a pretty good game. Alright, moving on. A game that was actually never released in North America, and I got a copy of this from Flashback Entertainment. Great website, totally recommend it. If you're into collecting homebrews, hacks, and all that stuff for the NES. This here is a translated version, not like it really matters all that much because there's not a lot of dialogue in this game, but it's a limited edition release of Kid Dracula for the NES, and complete, everything's there. And yeah, this is a game that we never got here, and this is obviously Flashback Entertainment. This is actually number 45 of 200 of this limited edition run. Great game. It's Castlevania meets Mega Man, if I can explain it any other way. That's probably how I would explain it. Awesome game, great visual style. It is just worth tracking down a copy. If you can't find a copy, emulate it. It is something that everybody on the NES who really loves that system should look at having and adding to their collection. Kid Dracula, great game. All right, last one on my list before I let you go. One that is actually something I got for an amazing deal. I paid $5 for this complete, and when I say complete, I mean 100% complete. All the inserts, the foam, even the exclusive poster that came with this game is here, and that is Galaxy 5000. Yes, racing in the 51st century. To me, this would be probably like an early prototype to F-Zero, but crossed with rock and roll racing, if that makes sense. Or you could just say it's like an early prototype for like some futuristic type of Mario Kart. That's how I would look at it. Anyway, game loose is not super hard to come by. It goes for a decent price, but complete and boxed and 100% complete. This is hard to find, and I paid $5 for it, and it plays pretty well. Here's a look at the back. Close up. Focus. Galaxy 5000. Racing in the 51st century. There you have it, people. That's 5 games that just have amazing artwork on their titles and are also some pretty good games, actually, it turns out. I feel like if I do more of these moving forward, there is going to be some games that just have really great artwork and suck completely and probably aren't worth your time. I do know I own a few shitty games in my collection. But that being said, this video has come to an end. Thank you very much for watching if you made it this far. Please like and comment on this video. Let me know, actually, some of your favorite NES artwork, since that's what I've covered in this video. And if you want to see more from me, please hit the subscribe button. I feel like I'm going to be doing more of these more intimate live streams just so I can be more consistent on my channel. I still will be doing some Let's Plays, and I also will eventually post more in my other series there. And let me know if there are any videos that you've seen of mine that you do want to see come back. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Retro Forward. Take care, and goodbye.